You're watching the KUSI News at 6.
It is time to sign up for the millions of Americans who get their coverage through the Affordable Care Act. Here to answer some questions on what changes are happening this year is health insurance expert Craig Gussin. You said you've been doing this for 15 years. My first time interviewing you, so I appreciate you coming in.
Looking forward to it. I always see on TV, and now I get to see you in person.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. And you're the guy to talk to about this stuff. There are a lot of people signed up this last year under the Affordable Care Act, and you got to give us those numbers. It was impressive.
I don't know the exact numbers, what they are, but I know that, before Obamacare, about 18% of the people didn't have insurance. Now it's probably down to under 10.
You're right.
People are getting insurance, but again, if you don't have insurance, a lot of people can get it from Medi-Cal.
Right.
So the numbers of people that are really insured is probably a lot higher.
Right.
But the beauty of it is, especially now, is if you need health insurance, you can go to Cover California.
Right.
If you're a single person making under $22,000 or just over $58,000, you can get a subsidy from Cover California. And we helped a woman who was in her early 60s. She had to pay more than she had to pay about $700 a month for health insurance, but she only made like $2 grand a month.
Wow.
So we put her in a Covered California plan, and it cost her nothing.
Wow.
So we can help people with that. I'm looking at young people can get insurance anywhere from $0 to maybe $50 a month. Family of 4 might be able to get insurance from $200 to $400 a month, depending on age. Also, if you can get insurance from your job, but it's going to cost you more than 8.39% of your income to get it, you also qualify for Cover California. You can't go to Cover California if you can get it through your job.
So if we have, okay, so let me clarify. So somebody has insurance through their job, but maybe they're only making 30, 40, 50,000 a year. You're saying Cover California will help offset that insurance cost?
Yes, if you're, let's say you're 50, 55 years old and cost of health insurance is a lot more expensive, then if you have to pay more than 8.39% of your income to get it through your job, then we can move you over to Cover California and find your plan to do it. But a lot of people just don't know how to do it. It's like, is my doctor in network? My rates have gone up, and we're looking at rate increases. I was looking over the last couple of days. Sharp's having about a 9 to 10% rate increase. Blue Shield's having a 12 to 22% rate increase.
Right.
So we're seeing the big hits, and people are going, why are the rates going up? COVID and inflation. Health insurance companies normally start projecting the rates a couple of years in advance. Nobody knew about COVID when they started doing the rates for last year, and then all of a sudden, now everybody's going in and having surgeries done. I have a client who had hip surgery. He waited until COVID was over, went in, and everybody's doing it. So you're seeing rates really go up. COVID hit, inflation. Those are the kind of things that are doing it. So the best thing to do, work with an agent. Right. It costs you nothing to use us. We get paid by the insurance companies, and we can help you find a plan to meet your needs. Because maybe you say, I like Scripps. Well, great, you like Scripps. There are some plans that only you can use Scripps Network, only Sharp, only Kaiser. So let's design a plan to meet your needs.
So let's give it a last before we go your website.
Okay. My website?
Your website, where they can find you.
www.auerbachandgussin.com.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Greg Gussin.
Pleasure.
We appreciate you coming in and enlightening us. Lindsay, let's send it over to you.